Hey, my name is Matt Stefan. I'm the founder here at Hubjoy, and today I'm just going to be doing a really quick demo of how to actually set up and use the HubSpot Deep Research Connector within ChatGPT. So hopping right into, I've got our ChatGPT portal set up and running here. We're looking at starting a new chat. We just come into the add files and more, and what we're doing is just coming down and we are putting ChatGPT into deep research mode. So deep research mode is where we're going to be able to point ChatGPT into a bunch of different sources. You can see I've got my Gmail connected, Google Calendar, Google Drive, but we're actually going to be looking to connect our HubSpot. So once I come down into the apps and connectors section, I just look for HubSpot, go ahead and connect. And what it's going to do is pull me over into HubSpot to verify the app, just like I would with any other app. Once I've actually gone ahead and connected Hubjoy, that's going to pull me into ChatGPT and allow me to start actually running prompts that query my HubSpot data. So what we do know is that this information is read-only and is session-based, so it's not being shared with ChatGPT. We also, because we're an organization account, our workspace data is not being used to train its models. So just a quick note on the privacy concerns there. What we've done is we've created the ultimate swipe file for ChatGPT prompts, and I'm just going to run one of these as an example. So these are just meant to be examples of things that you could prompt the agent with. And the way that we've designed these prompts is really to use things like the internal values. Because GPT is looking at the MCP for HubSpot, it's doing everything from like an API perspective. So we want to give it the internal property names whenever we're running prompts. That's really what we found gives us the best outcome. So I can just go ahead and copy this prompt. Just a quick note on the actual swipe file here. This is all sorted by job function. You can also sort it by job title. And again, we really designed this to give you a sense of like, what's the main goal of this prompt? What's the prompt body itself? And then within each of these, you can kind of see like, what are sort of the outcomes that each of these prompts are designed to support. So coming back over into ChatGPT, what we're going to do is just make sure that we are in deep research mode. We're going to turn off all the other sources just so that it's looking only at HubSpot data. We don't want to look at any other additional sources. I can go ahead and flag that, enter that prompt, and it's going to go ahead and start the deep research. We usually have a stop check just to confirm. It's going to ask, you want me to pull the data directly from your HubSpot account, and then are there any specific products or services? Yes, from our HubSpot, just deals, and we'll do just all deals. And so we kind of built the prompts to just confirm before it gets into the research stage. Research can take, in our testing, anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on the complexity of the prompt. But what I've done is I've actually ran this prompt already, just so you can see what the actual output looks like. And you'll see that as it's running, HubSpot's going to give you an activity log of exactly how it went through and actually queried the data. So here's sort of like an example of what you get back from the deep research. It's going to give you, from this prompt, a strategic overview looking at specifically closed lost deals and people that have shown recent activity back in the portal. So it'll give you, a summarization in a table format of like, hey, here are the top priority deals. And you can really craft these prompts to provide the outputs of this research however you'd like. One of the things that we asked for was like personalized win-back emails based on what we saw in HubSpot about these contacts. So it's going to give us like, some win-back emails as well as a score. So it's sort of saying, hey, based on deal value, website engagement, recency, loss reason, here's how I would score these deals based on, these different sources that we found. And then you can actually see the sources of the HubSpot data as well. So this is basically where it found those deal information. And then here's sort of the activity log that helps you validate that that ChatGPT was looking in the right places. So you can kind of go through and just ensure that it was looking at the right properties, it was looking at the right object records, and just kind of validate and verify that it was getting information from the right spots. So there you go. That is a quick overview of how you can set up the HubSpot Deep Research Connector. One other just quick note in starting a chat here. We do also have the ability just to use the connector outside of deep research mode. So like how many deals are in closed one. And what this will do is it doesn't guarantee that it uses your HubSpot data. It's just meant for like quick transactional questions. And ChatGPT behind the scenes will be the one to decide if it's going to go use HubSpot data or not. So it's really what we would recommend is using the deep research connector for when you have sort of more multi-stage analysis. HubSpot is, these types of like quick queries, you can use just the connector, but the deep research connector is going to guarantee that you're locked into using HubSpot data, and there's less of a chance that GPT is going to kind of hallucinate. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that answers your questions. If you'd like a copy of this swipe file, please just email me. It's hello@hubjoy.co, and I'd be happy to send it over or connect with me on LinkedIn. And happy prompting.